All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And peace and salutations to the whole four elect, pushing this gospel amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity. All right, to you I say shalom. All right, it's your brother Paratham. A quick lesson. Just going into the urgency. All right, the sense of urgency that we need to be in here in Babylon, this prison camp for Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, I'm going to open up with Romans 13 and 11. And Lord willing, this lesson's edifying, all right? It's Romans 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. It's a high time to wake out of sleep. Hit the blue letter. Go into high time. It says a certain definite time or season fixed by natural law and returning with the revolving year. All right. And I got an article dating back to 2020 concerning this. All right. It says 12th part of the daytime, an hour, 12 hours. The days are reckoned from the rising of the sun, any definite time, point of time or moment. Strong's, hour, instant. All right, it's a high time to wake out of sleep. It's instant. Season short. So we should be in a state of urgency, man. You see, it says hour, too. We're gonna keep that in mind also. All right, so there was an article, and I'm going to hit this in the GNT also. There's an article back in 2020. It says scientists made a startling discovery. They found that instead of slowing down, the Earth has started to spin faster. It is now spinning faster than any time in the last 50 years. In fact, the shortest 28 days on record are all occurred during the year 2020. All right, so which leads to my next precept. But first, let's hit this Romans 13 and 11 in the GNT, the Good News Translation. All right, it says, it's verse 11. You must do this because you know that the time has come for you to wake up from your sleep. Ezekiel 37. All right, the valley of the dry bones. Okay, the elect are gonna wake up out of that sleep. The elect of Israel, they're gonna wake up out of that sleep, out of the dust, which means confusion. All right, you know, Babylon goes back to confusion. The elect are gonna shake the dust off, and you know, get on their job, man. Hit the ground running, so to speak. Start calling on the names and getting their shit together before the return of Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, for the moment when we will be saved is closer now than it was when we first believed. All right, look up for our redemption draweth nigh. All right, we got all the signs. We got prophecies being fulfilled. All right, and others in the process of being fulfilled. You know, so... You know, Micah 2 and 10 goes into how we need to depart spiritually because this is not our rest. This is not a time where we should be getting comfortable, but stand on our feet. That's why the Lord keeps us going through things constantly to keep us aware and circumspect, man. All right, I have sent you as sheep among wolves. Therefore, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right. You know, the prophets are the watchmen, observing the times, stand up on the current events. And you know, that's why it's brothers all around the globe, you know, uploading these different current events, man, and what's going on in news, politics, and every aspect concerning these prophecies, man, because it's all prophecy. All right. So it's a high time to awake out of sleep. All right. So from there, let me hit Mark because the Lord is we just read that article going into how the earth is literally spinning faster. All right, the Lord is speeding up the time for who? It's Mark 13:20. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. For the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. All right, so he's speeding up the time for the elect's sake. Otherwise, no flesh would be saved here, man. Only for the elect's sake are things being sped up. All right, because the earth was created for our sakes anyway, man. Lord willing, we be accounted of that number. So now I'm going to get that Matthew, Salakia, that Mark 13 in the GNT. Give it some more context. This is Mark 13:20. But the Lord has reduced the number of those days. If he had not, nobody would survive. For the sake of his chosen people, however, he has reduced those days. Right. So this just gives it more context. The Lord reduced the number of those days. He shortened the time. He's speeding up that clock. Because otherwise nobody will survive. All right. This is the Lord's doing, man. And he's here for the elect's sake. He's here. He's sending his only begotten son to return for the elect's sake. The same spirits that help create everything alongside with Yahweh Shai, man. So why not redeem them from what's to come? With all this, we got death, destruction, serious judgment coming to not only 2/3 of our people, but to the rest of these heathen nations also, man. All right, so the elect were going to be put back in their everything's going to be put back in order, man. And that's the patience and the faith of the saints, along with getting that get back. All right, fishers being turned to hunters, and all those beautiful things that we look forward to. So let me see. From there, give me 1 second. I wanted to make a point. Right. So back in Romans, right? We went into the high time, which goes into an hour. And this is the whole concept of time, right? Because the fact that they went into an hour, we're going to go into a few other scriptures. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to just search 1 hour. Bear with me, Akim. Salaki. Yup, here we go. So in that same token, we know that, damn, you know what? I got scriptures popping up all over. So let's hit Job 20:5 real quick. Right? Job 20:5. It says, the triumphing of the wicked is short. Job 20:4. Knowing thou this not of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Now let's get that in the GNT. All right, because we know that this kingdom is Esau's kingdom, as Job 9:24 says. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So Job 20:5 in the GNT goes into, I'm gonna start from 1. Job, you upset me. Now I'm impatient to answer. What you have said is an insult, but I know how to reply to you. Surely you know that from ancient times, when we humans were first placed on earth, no wicked people have been happy for long. No wicked people have been happy for long. The triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. The triumphing of the wicked is short and only but for a moment, man. They may grow great, towering to the sky, so great their heads reach the clouds, but they will be blown away like dust. Those who used to know them will wonder where they have gone. They will vanish like a dream, like a vision at night, and never be seen again. The wicked will disappear from the place where they used to live, and their children will make good what they stole from the poor. All right, their ancestors, the generations of the wicked. All right, hey, because in the kingdom we're going to be returned everything to us that has been taken from us, man. You know, all the spoils and all the gold. You know, they got King David's. They got it. It said that they got his crown. All right, in the Vatican. All right, along with a. You know, you got the Ark of Titus. All right, they took off. Hey, man, there's so much things that have been taken from us. All right, we have been robbed of, which was all prophecy that's going to be returned to us, man. And that's what this is going into on a small scale. Not to get too off topic. All right, verse 11, their bodies used to be young and vigorous, but soon they will turn to dust. All right, I'm going to stop there because it's just going into the judgment of the wicked. All right, but the point was that the triumphing of the wicked is short and only but for a moment, man. All right, that hour. Let's go